Universe, Steven Universe, Steven Universe, Steven Universe. Hi, I'm Tom.
I'm Jim.
And we are the Crystal Men. And we just watched Island Getaway. Island
Adventure.
Adventure Island. Okay. First off, we have a lot to talk about this episode because it's two of the people from Steven Universe that we hate the most.
Steven and his mom. No, I'm kidding. It's Lars and Sadie.
Yeah.
The tumultuous will they won't they couple that really shouldn't.
That so freaking toxic. But before anything, let me say, like,
really great episode.
Great episode. Love the episode. Just hate the characters.
Yeah. I love that I can like acknowledge, like we can acknowledge that it's how good it is.
Yeah,
it's
like
just,
from a storyboarding perspective, from like everything that happens in the episode, great.
it doesn't feel like 11 minutes. It felt longer to me.
There was a lot of things that happened. So right off the bat, the gems are on some beautiful tropical island. So like, all right, I like to play this game.
Where in the world is
Where
Steven
in the world
Universe?
is this island at? I'm gonna say probably like all the way like towards Asia.
I think that's pretty safe bet. So we don't see any like coconuts. We don't see any.
No.
I don't know. I can't remember if they're palms. They're probably palms. It's a beach.
But
island.
it's all like big exotic flowers and like trees, but no real like.
There's no fruit. They never harvest any fruit on the island, which is kind of interesting because that's normally like a go-to and like I'm trapped on an island in like a TV show.
Yeah, we grab coconuts or we grab like star fruit or something.
Yeah,
like,
banana. But they the crystal gems are like, we couldn't find that. We're supposed to come here and beat up a monster. We couldn't find it. Let's go home.
Yeah, so they just give up. I mean, which is fine.
They give up like real quick, but also like, why wouldn't they? Like, no one's here. No one else is on this island.
Okay, so that's, I get, they're trying to wrap up all of the gems, like all of the old crystal gems and like, bubble everything. But yeah, like it's harming no one. I mean, It is a very secluded magic island.
Yes, very, very key on the magic island.
Also, yeah, beautiful. Love the aesthetic. I love the half,
the geodes.
Yeah, like all exactly.
Yeah, they're
all
like
the
these
geodes.
Perfectly like half geodes.
It gives like some real Minecraft vibes that I enjoy.
Yeah,
when you go underground and you get the amethyst geode.
Amethyst.
Oh my god.
Amethyst.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
I'm just so excited to talk about this episode.
Yeah. So Steven's like, all right, can I bubble back home? And the gems say sure.
Can I warp back home?
Warp back home. He warps back home. Doesn't successfully. Very funny gag, actually.
This is really good. Yeah.
I enjoyed this because warps successfully. Pearl's like, hey, like, great job, Steven. And then you pan to Amethyst, who has a fly head.
Yeah.
Giving,
like horrifying, like, groans and screeching. It's really good.
Yeah, very, very good bit.
Even Garnet thinks it's funny.
Yeah. And so Steven was like, oh, can I tell everybody that I'm the warp master? Then immediately runs out. Also a good, funny transition with him already slamming the door after they say yes. Like,
yeah, this is cute. I like the warp master thing. I think it's really funny.
This was like, all right, compared to last episode where I thought that every bit was like just overdone. I don't know how to describe it. Like
it didn't. There was no punchiness to the bits.
Yeah,
I think that's the problem. It's like they had ideas, but they just, I guess, I don't know. They just didn't feel like they were super refined.
Yeah. Whereas this one feels like more of a 1-2 joke with everything.
Yeah.
Like,
it has no time to spare, so it is like going.
Yeah.
Like the whole. There's a lot to cram into this episode.
Actually, maybe that's it because there's so much to cram in.
They're really economical about like this early
pacing
bit.
of the jokes. Yeah. So anyway, Steven goes to the dinner shop. We get Lars and Sadie there.
And we see their dysfunctional relationship where Lars is sleeping.
All right. So I have, first off, let me say, if anybody hasn't, one of the most important things that I would recommend for anybody is to work the service industry.
I agree.
For like some amount of time.
At least a year.
Yeah, at least a year. So as someone who has worked in the service industry, if that was my coworker, if Lars was my coworker, forget it. Like he's done. He's dead.
Tom, what if she was like a super ultra hot babe?
if Sadie was
no,
or if Lars was.
Putting yourself in this situation where you have a horrible coworker, but because like think about a Sadie's perspective, she's attracted to him.
Yeah.
So what if this terrible worker was like a super hot babe that you thought you had a chance with?
I
difficult.
feel like, well, it depends on what age am I. Am I the mature,
You're
the mature 32-year-old?
You're 2 years old.
I'm 2 years old.
She's 90. No,
like young,
if you're, I mean, they're
mate,
teenagers.
Like, yeah, a high
they're
schooler.
teenagers.
All right, I guess when you put it like that, I probably would be like, I would let them get away with a lot more. And I guess who's coming to the donut shop?
Yeah, I mean, it's
Nobody.
always, it feels like we're always in off season.
I guess it's fine that he's sleeping until everything starts, because then Sadie goes to walk over him, trips.
Which I will say, this is like the dumb thing. Like, Sadie trying to step over him, like, she should have just fucking nudged him up.
Yeah.
Because then it becomes a fight, and then he's like, why don't you let me sleep? And she's like, well, because you always try and sleep during the day.
Who owns the donut shop? Who hired them?
Mr.
Who
Donut.
are they working for? Like, go to them. Regardless, that will bother me until the end of time. Steven is like, oh, I have the solution. I'm the warp master. And offers to warp them away to like a holiday getaway.
Yeah, literally, he's like, let's go on vacation. And Lars immediately is like, and then Sadie, of course.
Oh, maybe I could finally smooch him.
Basically.
Okay. And so this is the next thing that pisses me off about Sadie this episode. So they warp. Steven made a point to say they're going someplace hot and tropical.
Oh, yeah, and she
And
brings
Sadie wears a fucking coat. Like,
that's such a good point, actually.
Like, first off, it's summertime in Beach City, because they made a point that like summer was coming before.
Yeah, it should be summertime. Yeah,
before Lapis. So like, why is Sadie wearing a coat?
You know,
in general,
ladies get chilly sometimes.
Like, I mean, Lars isn't much better. Like, he's still wearing a long sleeved outfit, but like, come on, man. Like, that's so. Anyway, they get to the island. They get to the fucking island. These two assholes. I hate them.
And Steven of course, he brings a ukulele because he's the peak of insufferable.
We just donated a ukulele to Goodwill today, and I was thinking about Steven Universe, and I'm like, we could have made a little jaunty tune, but you know what?
And the people at Goodwill were like, thank God this man did not pick up that ukulele.
I also donated like 4 swords. And the guy commented on it, and he's like, are those swords? I'm like, yeah, they're dull, but...
That is a crazy thing to just drop unprompted.
Don't worry, I have like 20 more, but...
you had to clear house of the low ones.
Quite literally, I'm like, these are the low caliber swords.
The gray rated ones, yeah.
So they're on the island, and right off the bat, so at some point during the first 10 seconds,
literally like the
island,
first 10 seconds,
Sadie goes and hides the warp pad. Also, they're both like a little freaked out about the ability to warp, but not all that surprised, which, again, the human interaction with the gem stuff, it's like, that is definitely the first time they've ever experienced that.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, they've never warped.
Instant teleportation between somewhere and somewhere else, and they just are kind of like, that was weird.
Yeah, I really do like the mundanity of it. Like, there's something kind of charming about that. But I agree, it's kind of dumb. And also, like, I hate to be a Lars stan, but...
as much as I hate Lars, he
didn't want to be there. He wanted to go home. I think in cases like this... You can't just like ultimately what happens is like Sadie is wearing him down. That's like my problem with this episode is she's intentionally like wearing him down.
Yeah.
He does not have a choice. He is not able to like control where he is, and then that's shitty. And yeah, the fact that she like before even like because he clearly is like, I don't want to be here.
Yeah.
That is the moment that she goes back and covers it like off screen, of course, we don't see it,
but instantly, like
it wasn't like they had like an hour of fun. It was he was I don't want to be here, like Squidward. And yeah, so
yeah, because I mean, like even before they got to the island, like he was hesitant, and then Sadie was like, "Oh, come on, this will be like good for us, good for us."
Yes, it's always good for us.
Yeah,
this like non-existent relationship.
Exactly.
They have.
Yeah,
they're not even dating. Really,
they're barely even friends. Like
they're barely friends. He's such an asshole to her, like all the time.
I will say, Lars, this episode, an insufferable asshole that,
Justified.
for the most part, is in the right. Yeah,
his behavior is almost entirely justified, I would say.
Yeah. So I mean, they get to the island. He doesn't want to be there. and to his point, I mean, they live on a beach. Like, it's not
Yeah,
that exciting.
honestly, yeah. But yeah, so they have the whole run back, and they clear. It's really funny. I love things like this when you're watching a cartoon. Like, you can clearly see that it's painted in the background, but you can see where Sadie put the leaves.
The leaves,
over,
yeah,
like giant
you
palm
notice
leaves.
it very obviously.
Which is really cool because, like, I don't know, I hate when things are just not like
They
shown.
just disappear. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like consistency.
Yes, exactly.
I agree with you on that.
And something too, like the visuals are just so pretty. The backgrounds are so good.
This episode was gorgeous. I mean, it's kind of hard with Sadie and Lars like on character because they're so rarely.
Teenagers.
Well, I just mean like I'm just talking purely like drawing wise.
Oh, like their actual designs.
Yeah, like so they're not on screen enough to really get like a consistent like.
Yeah.
This is what they always look like. But I mean, they looked good this episode. Steven looked good this episode. I thought
And I would say like
the backgrounds were gorgeous.
The action sequences and like the more animated Lars has like I feel like the animators really love Lars because they always give him these like really big expressions. He always has like really fun. His body is super lanky, so whenever he moves around, it's always like very interesting.
Like it's like I don't want to say like deliberate movements, but it's like
exaggerated.
Exaggerated, yeah.
But so yeah, they go into this really cool little cove. What I really like is like, so they're on the beach and it's very green and then white. Then they go into this little cove area and it's like super blue and purple. Like the color, it's really cool how the colors change up even just like within this location.
Yeah.
And then like there's like these pillow shaped rocks. They have a gag.
Oh yeah. Well, so even before that. So yeah, Lars wants to go back to the warp pad, and which Sadie covered up, and so he's like, "Oh my god." Also, like Steven, I know that I don't know. I guess technically anything could happen with gem stuff. It's weird, but like you would be like, I don't know, maybe we look around for 5 minutes to like.
Yeah, they really didn't try.
They just instantly assumed that it was gone and that it wasn't coming back.
Yeah, and I know it's a cartoon, but like
for the plot, it has to go.
Yeah,
but. I'm smarter.
If I was in this situation and I could not get to my bed or my family or my dog, for me it would be my dog.
Yeah, same.
I can't get to my dog. I need to get to my dog in like a few hours.
I'd be like, I am going to tear up heaven and earth.
Yes, I will find this goddamn pad somewhere, this warp pad,
or we will make one. I don't know how.
I do want to just preempt it now. Steven has bubbled.
Yes.
People.
Oh my god.
Steven has bubbled himself. Steven has been bubbled. That is something we've seen, right?
I believe so, right? Like,
yeah,
I thought there was an episode where he bubbled himself.
He gets bubbled, yeah. Steven should just bubble them.
Right back to...
There's no reason why Steven doesn't bubble Lars immediately. Like, oh, you want to go home? Except Steven... You could say that Steven is also kind of playing along with this. And
well, I think ultimately it's that. He
doesn't really seem to care about getting home.
Yeah, he's fine with the adventure. He... wanted to do this to fix their relationship, them being Lars and Sadie. So I think, yeah, ultimately he's like, well, I guess we have to stay. Like,
yeah.
So yeah, they get their own little rocks, and Sadie talks about that Lars is a tough nut to crack, and it's like, stop. He doesn't want this.
I hate that line in particular. Actually,
like, it's literally she is so desperate for his attention. And then B, it's like yeah, like. I don't know how he can make it much more obvious that he's not actually interested in you. Like, he's just an asshole and that you could absolutely do better or different. But
it's something to think about, too. Like, she is always with him. Like, she's always around him. So maybe in her mind...
proximity, kind of, we've already been, like...
Well, part of that, but also, like, I could see her being like, well, I'm going to be around him all the time anyway, so...
why aren't we just dating?
Yeah, like, we should just date. Like, we should just be, like, chill, and he should like me, and I know him so well. Like, honestly, she just needs to like let this fucking kid grow up. He needs to fucking mature on his own.
It's the ultimate mix of I can fix him and like and the I'm in love with this person because I'm young and I like don't realize that if I just expanded my worldview any amount, I would find somebody way better. Here's the thing. I hate them both. I hate their relationship so like accurate and true to form for like just like teenagers and just, you know,
it is it's a good depiction.
It's a very good depiction that I just makes me cringe because we've all been there, like not to that extent.
Well, I did get trapped on a desert island with my babe, and
how was it?
Well, let me just tell you, we did more than smooch.
What else did you do, Jimmy?
She hit me with a rock.
Oh, God. Damn.
So, we kind of have this really cool little montage.
Yeah. A good Steven song too. I actually really like this Steven song.
This is a cute Steven song.
It's very like tropical.
Yeah,
like, it's nice. A good use of the ukulele.
Yeah,
which now is just kind of cliche and overplayed, but
at the time there was a novelty to it.
Yeah.
Oh, I do want to say, so I'm kind of jumping ahead a little bit. We do have a scene where Lars is still trying to find reception. They do establish that Lars can't get any cell phone reception, and he does not want to try to survive like they do. We immediately see a day pass, like really quick.
Very quick, yeah.
Almost a
overnight.
whole other day, because Steven's like, all right, let's try and catch like a late lunch, early dinner.
So, I mean, so it's... Assuming they got there in the afternoon, they at least went like a full 24 hours without eating.
Yeah, at that point, for sure. And then we do see there's kind of a funny, like, she's trying to spearfish, like Sadie's trying to spearfish, and she out of anger catches a few fish.
Yeah,
so
because Lars is being insufferable. Which, I mean,
I would say I think I think it's like kind of funny to be immediately like, all right, you got to help us survive, when it's like, have we not exhausted our options of looking for the teleporter yet?
Yeah, I mean, granted, he has been no help. Like, he hasn't helped. Look, he doesn't do anything. He's just a lazy asshole. But, like,
yeah,
I get it. Like, I would be super frustrated, too. But also, I would be trying to survive. But, yeah, like, right? Like, exhaust your other options as opposed to being like, we're just going to live here
all right,
until
we
the
got to
gym.
start. Because, like, I hate to be the realism police, but Sadie is a very pale girl. She would be...
Oh, she'd be
bright
red. Hell,
she would be bright red for just like an hour of standing in that, in the water. But also we didn't talk about the smiling fish and the worms.
Oh, yes.
Very creepy detail, which I kind of like actually.
We get more of that later, don't we? I feel like we come back to this island.
I don't know if
is this the island with the watermelons?
I was trying to remember. They might be. It might be the watermelon island.
Yeah, but we get
because Steven's like, I remember an island.
Everything on this island is fucking smiling, which is weird.
It's like a mask. That's the creepy part. It's like a mask with a long like jester nose.
Yeah, and
or
we don't.
Tengu nose.
This episode, we get no type of like payoff for that. That's just a little.
Yeah,
thing.
You could even say that the monster. It's hard to tell because it's invisible, but it does kind of have a similar like. Very vague face, almost like a mask-like face. It's like, creepy. I think it works for like the creep factor. Oh yeah, episode. It's very
cool. But I mean, yeah. So Sadie successfully fishes, and then they have the stupidest interaction when they're cooking, and she's like, "Wow, you're a really good cook, Lars," because she made Lars cook, and he made a fire and put the fish over the fire. That's it.
Yeah, and I think he says like, fire's nature's microwave.
And they're like,
yeah, she's like, and then
that's when the song montage starts. Yeah,
and we start to cut forward, and they start
instantly cuts like a week.
Yeah,
at least
the way that it flashes like is like day night is like jarring. And I really will say like they go through a lot of different outfit variations,
which
of,
is
like,
really cool. Yeah, like you see
their clothes starting to deteriorate.
Down.
Just really, there's so much like considered in this episode, and like how they're surviving. I hate to always say it, but it's a little video gamey almost of like we see them like fishing, we see them blah 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 doing other stuff.
They establish that there's like a ton of viable water, like there's a waterfall, there's like all this fresh water. But yeah, like seeing them fish and like
they're getting better. Like Lars is cooking like huge skewers of like other creatures too.
Him and Sadie are everybody's getting along. And so this is kind of where it gets weird with the episode too, because it's on the one hand, like Lars is 100% in the right, like especially later once he realizes what happened. But like it's the episode goes kind of out of its way to show that like them being secluded together is working and like making everybody closer and be friends and be like strengthen their relationships. So it's kind of weird.
It almost is like doing the opposite of what we expect of Lars. It's like showing his true nature is actually kind of good.
Yeah, I guess that's it. It's if you really force him into a situation, he
give him like responsibility, basically.
Yeah, he's a good person, but as soon as you kind of introduce the conveniences of modern life, like he's
just a regular teen, just an asshole.
But they go through like, I mean, a couple weeks.
It's at least, I would say, 2 weeks conservatively.
And
they both have like parents, right? Like Sadie has a doting mom, I think. If I remember correctly.
Isn't her mom the mailman?
Oh, I think you're right.
Male person?
Yes. And then I don't know if we actually see. No, we see Lars's parents too. But I mean, they live at home. It's not
this is 2 weeks, no contact, no announcement of where they are.
Yeah, the cell phone is dead.
I mean, I guess we can be assuming that the parents are freaking out in the background, but I mean, what can they do?
And we hilariously see no resolution to it either.
Yeah,
which is really funny. Actually, it's a great choice in the episode. I think that we don't see a resolution because it's strictly about this relationship. This whole episode,
none of the aftermath, because again, and the gems too. They said they were going on a mission underwater. I would assume that took a day. I mean,
I hope. And yeah, it's funny that they wouldn't especially Pearl isn't going through
going bonanzas,
every jump to every warp pad that they can. But
yeah, probably exactly that. Yeah, we have to hit everywhere.
Maybe it's stupid video game rules where because it's covered up, you can't access it. It's when someone's standing on a spawn point or something and you can't.
That actually would be really funny and super inconvenient for the warpad, but something to consider. So yeah, they're doing well. They're surviving. We get a little Sadie leg hair, which
once again I really appreciate these little details.
So we'll get that later in the series when Steven and Connie are fused into Stevani. They also have a couple weeks where they're stranded themselves.
I forgot about that.
Yep, and then you'll see Stevani has facial hair that
that's right.
I think they shave off, which is super interesting because also Steven doesn't grow facial hair himself.
Yeah. But, so Connie must.
So it's all Connie. But they do like to put attention to, and I like that too from a this is natural. It's
just it's very much this is something that I as a human experience. And I'm gonna put it in the cartoon. It's a little detail.
Exactly. It's just it's hey, if a girl is stranded for a month, she's gonna grow leg hair. It's just a fun little attention to detail that I think kind of goes well.
And it adds to the amount of time they're spending. It's you can't just justify it away they're on a different planet. No, they are spending a considerable amount of time on this. And it works so much for the connection. They get so close. And there's all these little, really great expressions. I was saying it feels almost like Rebecca Sugar, a lot of Rebecca Sugar drawings. I know I can't confirm that they are, but really ugly cry faces. The characters are super heightened emotions. It's what's a melodrama almost, but it works because we're talking about a 10-minute cartoon. So we need to cram a lot.
Yeah. But even seeing Steven's his hair messy and tousled,
his teeth are disgusting.
Yeah,
from eating
just really
fish.
Great character work. So the montage ends with Lars is sad that he still can't go home. He's trying to check his phone again. How long?
There's no battery.
My battery is dead in a day.
Even if the phone had been turned off, that battery still would have
battery's gone. Yeah. But the suspension of disbelief on this magic gem island.
Yeah.
He gets upset. He throws his phone away. They have a little heart-to-heart moment. And Lars is like, "Do you ever get alone even when there's people around?"
I like this line.
I know it's so.
I actually really like this line. It's going back to the melodrama aspect. I think it's kind of cute. It's also how old is he supposed to be? 15, 16.
I know, but it's
it is cringe, but also
it's not even that it's cringe. It's just that it comes out of nowhere. In my opinion, it has nothing to do with the situation that they're in.
Yeah,
which it's teen shit. Yeah, but
I will be. This will be the first time we're divided. A podcast divided. I really love this line, and I love all these little oh my gosh, when he's kind of has his finger, he's kind of reaching his finger out on her hand. There's so many of these really nice human details.
Nudge to connection. Yeah. I mean, for sure.
There's just a lot of humanity in this episode.
This is the kind of non-gem episode that I really like, where you get into the human side of things. And Steven should experience this because in Steven Universe Future, he makes a point I don't really know human shit because I've been doing too much gem stuff. So it's this is important. But yeah, Sadie's yeah, I do. And then they start making out, which, I mean, they just went for it.
And Lars is the one that really goes for it. He goes for it.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Steven Cock block finishes the song up.
God.
Does a little reprise of the ending of the song, and then they're both like, Steven.
But also like, where else is he gonna be?
Yeah, he's literally like 12 years old.
And they're at their camp. Like,
yeah, you can't leave this 12-year-old unattended on an island. That's not a good idea.
Oh my God. So then that's when the monster comes and they're running away and everything's scary. And then Sadie's like, follow me, because Lars was freaking out about wanting to go home and being a little piss baby. And then she unveils the warp pad, and Steven's just like, yay, great.
Yeah.
This is a very, like, I feel for Lars in this situation where he just stops and he has like that moment of like, you did this the entire time. It almost looked like he was gonna hit her, and I'm like, well, fucking would have been justified.
I mean, the feeling of betrayal that he must have felt, like,
that's not like I stole your leftovers. That's like I trapped us on a deserted island where we might die for weeks.
She ultimately is manipulating him here.
This is one of the worst things that I think someone has actually done to another character, at least so far.
That we see actually happen, yeah.
I mean, this is...
I agree.
Like, imagine if someone took you from your home under the pretense that you guys are stranded and then, like, had the keys to the car all along.
Yeah, and just likes that you're spending time with them.
Yeah, because...
And likes that you're changing for them.
Sadie tries to make a point to defend herself, saying that, like, I knew this would be good for you. Why don't you let me help you? And it's like, that is disgusting. That is so manipulative, and like the not taking accountability for your own actions and trying to deflect it onto like him. Like, I know what's best for you. Like, you have to be with me. That's what it's like. It's toxic male masculinity on a female character, which is really interesting. Like,
yeah, that's why this episode's so good, because like you really feel like bad for Lars. Like, you feel like he had been betrayed by like ultimately the closest person to him at this time. And
I mean, yeah, the only person we see him have any type of close relationship with, like.
And I like how it just kind of like, we can't even like hang on this note. Like the action scene kicks in, and so Lars falls into what can only be described as like hell on earth, which is just like a mud pit
with an invisible monster about to kill him.
Like this is like how fossils are made, basically. Like,
actually,
like Lars almost turned into a fossil today. And the monster is really cool. We actually see it. They kind of cheat a little bit. So the monster's totally invisible. You only see the gem floating.
Yeah, and then you get some shimmers with the mud and rain.
Yeah, I guess the idea is like the rain, because you've seen that in movies before, like the rain hitting it. But so you just get to see the outline of the monster, and it's very interesting. It's almost like gorilla beast like.
Yeah, I mean it's cool, and it's kind of
really scary,
horrifying that this is a gem.
Yeah, and then so Sadie jumps down into the mud pit.
No real plan, but I do appreciate the moxie.
She did go to protect him, which, I mean, you have to say, like, Sadie does get a little bit of, like, you could say taking responsibility for this situation in the end. And then Steven, hilariously, you pointed this out, instead of him jumping in to help, he just throws the spear that she's been using to catch fish.
Steven is the one with super strength. Granted, it hasn't really been reflected on yet.
But Bubble, and he could make another bubble for them.
He has a shield. Like, he could do a lot if he just jumped down. But he
even bubbles them in this episode, and
he lets. Also, we skipped over, but Sadie did get injured in the
yes.
In the montage.
She bit by like a big fish.
Yeah, and so her arm is like wrapped up, but just throws the stick down to Sadie.
And this is one of the coolest like fight scenes that we've seen in the show.
Like, just a human going ham, because Sadie is savage. Like, it's awesome. She stabs.
This is like mama bear sort of behavior. Like,
right in the back, gets pushed up against the wall, and then she pushes herself off to like stab it.
It's
deeper.
so like tactile and real, and the fact that you're like in the mud pit. It just like, it's really cool how like, muddy she gets. And
instead of just like, characters like punching each other and then going flying and then punch, it's like, no, like this is like, you're fighting for your life.
Yeah.
It felt desperate in a very fun way.
In a way that like I don't expect from Steven Universe.
Yeah. I think they got away with it because A, the creature
is invisible.
Yeah, is invisible. And B, it's a gem that could just poof. But like
the way, so when she actually does beat it, so she buries the spear through it, and
deep
then
enough to just
the way that it like it's like you understand what's happening here, but they don't actually show blood or anything. But the spear goes all the way through. Like the little bit it zooms in, and you see the spear like poke out essentially.
and like you get that like slow drive in too.
And then that's when it poofs. Like when she finally gets it all the way through, and it's so cool and like satisfying.
It's visually just awesome.
Yeah. And I just love this sort of like, now she's just like, she hates Lars, she hates the situation, she probably feels a lot of self-shame for the situation.
Yeah.
But she's also kind of like deflecting it and taking it out on Lars, which I would say
unfairly
like
at this point.
At this point, like, shut the fuck up. Like you should not be saying
Lars
anything.
Thanks her. He's like, yeah, like thank you for saving my life, and she's like, don't read much into it. And it's like, you don't get to be the asshole.
Yeah, you don't
here.
get the little
like,
quippy line at the end.
You get a little redemption for saving him, sure, but you caused all of this.
Like sit your butt down.
Take some responsibility. I will say, like, not to get like misogynistic or no, well, not misogynistic, not to get like sexist or anything, I guess, but like reverse this gender role.
Yeah.
Like if this was Lars doing this to Sadie, or you know, just a male character doing it to, like,
there would have been Jezebel articles about this episode.
Yeah, like it is awful and just truly like not okay. I mean, you know, on either side, but like
it's in a way it's kind of cool that they do get to tell this story by flipping the role.
Yeah,
because they couldn't. You're right. Like
I don't think they could have even gotten away with it.
No,
like,
it would have been like, or it would have put Lars in a position where he's too irredeemable to like keep bringing him around.
Yeah, like that would be the end of that character.
Yeah,
but you know, for Sadie, I guess it's haha.
And then she gets to be like a power lesbian or whatever later. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
She gets to be like an epic punk rock or whatever.
In future, I'm so glad they do not get together. They are a toxic
it would have
pair
been
up.
So poor.
She brings out the worst of him because she's so willing to put up with his like just laissez-faire attitude. Yeah, just shit attitude because it's like, haha, I like him, and he doesn't give a shit about her. Like in general, he's only nice to her when it conveniences him.
I do think it is kind of cringe how she like reinvents herself as like this dark gothic singer.
Oh, don't worry, we'll get to that episode.
But I feel for her, like in a way of like when you're a teenager, you're really trying to like,
I don't have my identity yet.
Yeah, you're trying on different identities. So I will give them leeway because they are children and I am an adult. But
sure,
I do think she is a cringe character.
Oh yeah,
pretty consistently. Same with Lars. I mean, he's a cringe character too. But
I mean, I do think end of series. Like they're good, like that. They end up in a good spot. Like Lars, of course, gets a ton of character development. Yeah. You know, and like Sadie seems to end up, like you said, power lesbian. It's nice, but yeah, this episode really good, but just hate them both.
Yeah, really, really fantastic episode. I think we might have went a little bit over.
That's fine.
Oh no, actually we didn't. All right, well. What?
I said right on the money.
Right on the money. All right. Well, that's really everything I have to say about this episode.
Same here. Oh,
fantastic.
My last thought, just like you said, just the like right after the fight, the episode ends just with no
resolution.
They don't even leave the island yet. Like it just ends before that. So it's funny to think about the implications like post episode, but. Yeah,
I really appreciate that. I can see people getting mad at that, but as a cop out. But I think it like
you have 10 minutes to tell this story.
Yeah, we didn't have to do. We got more of like what made the episode great by not having like a rush because you'd have. How do you do that? Has to be a whole episode, right? Yeah. Like that would have to be the whole repercussions of this would have to be like a whole episode.
They build up to getting them all on the island within the first like minute and a half, 2 minutes, and then the rest of the episode is all that.
It's just gravy,
Yeah, so. Kudos to the team on this one.
Good job.
Now give us an outro, Jimmy, and it better be good this time.
All right. I would rather be stuck on an island with Rosie O'Donnell.
Okay.
Than Lars.
Me too.
Because I'm sure that she'd be really good at catching fish.
She was great in A League of Their Own. Great movie. Highly recommend.
All right. Goodbye.
Bye.